Hi, everybody. It's Lisa Derby Oden, Project Development Coordinator here at MassMEP. And today I'm with Mike Hebert from the Western region. Good morning, Mike. How are you today?
I'm doing well. How about yourself, Lisa?
Pretty good, thanks. It's beautiful weather here now and, heading into the fall. I love that time of year. But anyway, I'd love to get started with learning more about what it is that you do here at MassMEP. What's your role here at the company? And tell us, some of the ins and outs of what you do in your job too.
Okay. I am the Western Region Manager, as you said. I work with a great team of three people, two women and a gentleman. In the Western Mass, working with manufacturers out there, it's a great territory. I love the way that the companies collaborate with each other, which is unique, I think, across the state. I don't see that more in the East. We get a lot of it in the West. Everybody tends to work together. It's great. Love it.
So that doesn't tell me much about what you do in your job, though. What if somebody doesn't know anything about MassMEP? How would you describe what you do on a day in and day out basis?
Okay. Well, first, what I've found in Western Mass since I've started about 1.5 years ago is MassMEP has been one of the best kept secrets out in the West. Very few people know about us. Once I explain to them that we are a group that works on continuous improvement, whether it's top line or bottom line or anything in between, and explain that we can assist them with grant funding, it's very simple to get the project started. So that's a lot of what I'm doing is hitting the roads, trying to develop new business, and bringing the work together for the manufacturers and the team in Western Mass to assist them.
That's great. That does paint a better picture, so we have a better idea what you do. Thank you for that. So you said you've been with MEP for about 1.5 years now. Seems like longer than that, but maybe not. So how did you find your way to MEP? And even prior to finding your way to MEP, what was your career path? Like, what's your life been like for work?
Wow. Oh, wow. I've been in manufacturing now for over 35 years. Started as an engineer, mechanical engineer, did some machining, did some assembly work, ended up being an engineering manager, quality manager, switched companies several times through different buyouts, through private equities and private sales, and ultimately became engineering managers, sales managers, quality, general managers, worked my way up the ladder and in between. And what brought me to MassMEP? Back in 2018, the company I worked for went through another sale with a private equity group.
Yeah.
And quite honestly, I was getting burnt out. I wanted to, instead of working for one company, wanted to see if I could bring my experience to other companies across the manufacturing sector in Massachusetts, and found the opportunity on an Indeed job opening as a project manager. And during the interview process, I found out that there was an opening for the Western Region Manager, and that's how I landed. It's been great. And like I said, I love working with the manufacturers, and now I can work with more manufacturers, bring any expertise out into the field.
It's so interesting how everybody has a different way of how they found their way to MassMEP, and I've been really enjoying hearing all that. It's great to know that that the job postings that we put out work. So that's awesome. I'm glad it brought you to us, Mike.
They do work. They do work.
So tell us a little bit about what your passions are. Like, first of all, in your work, what's the thing that you're most passionate about in your work? And then let's learn a little bit more about Mike behind the scenes, Mike outside of work, and what your passions are there.
Okay. Passions at work. I enjoy people. I enjoy working with people. I want to see them succeed, most importantly, as a company issue and on a personal level as well. I enjoy coaching. Have a difficult time just kind of finding which direction to go in their businesses or in their job positions. I enjoy doing that. I like that. And when you start seeing them succeed and the company succeed and the improvement, life gets better for them. Everybody's happy. It just makes life better overall.
I bet that does make you feel pretty good. I can really imagine that when you start to see the change like that.
It does. The transformation in a lot of the companies and personal development companies that we work with is amazing. It's fantastic to see the people, go from struggling and putting in, umpteen hours overtime every week to, being able to relax and say, this is working. It flows better. It makes sense now. It's great.
Yeah, that is great. So what about in your personal life?
My personal life, I guess first and foremost with me, I enjoy family. There's nothing more important than being with my family, my wife, my two kids, their husband or wife, depending on the case, obviously. That to me, that's priority. I enjoy camping. I enjoy vacationing. We love the warm weather. So a lot of times, not this year, but in past years, we've been the unusual family that will go to Florida in the middle of July or August. But
Wow.
we all like the heat. We all like spending time with each other, and we have a lot of fun together.
That's great. I think that, as we grow up and as kids, move away from home, like sometimes there's that whole lapse of where you don't get together that much with your family. And then you realize what a treasure that is. So it's great that you get to do all that stuff.
Yeah, I'm fortunate. I still get to spend time with my son and my daughter.
Yep.
We have a large family. It's not unusual for us to get together for holidays with 40, 50, 60 people at times.
Holy moly.
Or we do a Labor Day cookout, and we've had over 100 people at other times. Unfortunately this year it's very different. I'm missing that part of it.
Yeah,
but it's been very different for us. It's been hard in that respect.
Yeah, I bet. I think we're all looking ahead to days where it can be a little bit more like, the old normal. People talk about the new normal, and I think we all want the old normal back.
Yes, we do.
Okay, so we're getting close to our close here, but I want to ask you one final question. I want to ask you if you can tell us 3 things about yourself, 2 of which are real, and 1 of which is made up, and we're going to try to guess at which one is made up.
Okay. Let's see. Number 1, I have rock climbed a 90-foot cliff without any safety equipment.
Ooh.
Number 2, I won a weightlifting competition in high school. And number 3, I competed in college gymnastics.
Cool. Those are 3 very physical things. That'll be interesting to try to pick which one is not quite right. Anyway, hey, Mike, I want to thank you so much for joining us today. It's always a pleasure speaking with you, and it's always a pleasure working with you as well. So thanks for doing this with us.
Well, thank you, Lisa. Same here. It's been a lot of fun.